Hey folks, it's Bronwyn here from Divine Inner Alchemy, and welcome to week 2 of the meditation series called How to Make Meditation a Healthy Habit. So last week I talked a little bit about what habits actually were and why we would make or how we would make a habit in our lives. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about that today. So why would you make a meditation a healthy habit? And rather than just, meditate here and there where you need it. So the idea behind making meditation a healthy habit is that it becomes something that you're used to, something that just naturally happens. And if you make it a habit, then when those things that happen to you in life, stressful situations, you're more able to actually deal with them because you've made meditation a healthy habit, and so it just naturally kicks in. Whereas if you're not doing it as a habit, then in stressful situations, you'll quite often forget the different techniques that you have to help you bring yourself back to a calm mind. So how we can make a meditation a healthy habit is by doing it regularly. And for that, I would suggest that you put it somewhere in your daily routine. So most people find it easy to do in the morning because in the mornings, a lot of us have routines, right? We get up, we go to the toilet, we have breakfast, we get ready for work, we brush our teeth, that kind of thing. They're things that we just do. They're habits as well. So that's probably the best place to slot in meditation somewhere. And the other thing I would suggest is to start small. I've mentioned this in other videos that I've made about meditation. But just start off small. So make it a small thing, something that you can easily actually fit into a routine. So I would suggest 5 minutes to start off with every day, up to 10 minutes. And once you've established that routine of 5 to 10 minutes every day, you will actually start to see the benefits, and you can start to increase that time. So you can take it from 5 minutes a day to 10 minutes a day. Or if you're already doing 10 minutes a day, you can increase it to 15 minutes a day. Or perhaps you might like to do 5 minutes a day more often. So you might maybe take 5 minutes a day at lunchtime or 5 minutes a day at the end of the day. So yeah, the more that you can make it a habit and slot it into your life somewhere, the better that is. And also easy. It needs to be easy. You don't want to make it hard. Otherwise you just won't do it. You'll stop, right? So one of the things I find to make it easy as well is to have a variety of meditations that you can do. That way then you don't get bored. It's like something new that you do. It keeps you interested. So I mentioned that meditation is actually very good for stress. And me personally, I am somebody who is prone to stress. I used to stress a lot more than I do now, and I can put that down to my practice of meditation. And so meditation is not going to make your life all rosy and like nothing bad or nothing stressful is going to happen. It's going to be, a fabulous life, although we all we do the best to live a fabulous life. But what it will do is it will help you to manage those stressful situations or those challenging situations that life throws at us in a more graceful and easier way. So the meditation I'm going to do today is to help people who have stress, and it's a meditation on impermanence. So the idea behind it is when you are in this stressful situation, you can, if you practice this meditation on a regular basis, hopefully something will kick in, and you will realize that the situation is not going to last. It's an impermanent thing because life is actually impermanent, right? Like nothing stays the same. Nothing is static and stays exactly the same as it is. Even, say, a big tall tree that's been around for hundreds of years, it's not exactly the same from one day to the next. It drops its leaves, it grows new ones, it drops bark, grows new bark. Even something, say, like the Uluru or the Grand Canyon, is not a permanent structure. Every day it's slowly eroding away and changing and shifting. It's not exactly the same from one day to the next. And so is life. Our bodies, we have new cells that are growing, old ones that are being dealt with by our body. So this is the idea of a meditation on impermanence. And when you're in these stressful situations, you can bring this into your mind so that you know that whatever it is that's happening in your life that's stressful is not going to stay. As there was a famous Zen monk, I think, who used to have the saying, "As this too shall pass." So it's a good thing, and that's been something that actually has really helped me when I've been in such stressful situations, is that to just keep in my mind that this too shall pass. And that has helped to lessen the stress. I mean, it doesn't make the stressful situation go away. They run their course. These sort of situations, they have a time and they run their course, but it helps me to actually lessen my stress and deal with it in a much calmer way, which quite often will actually help it to pass quicker. Okay. All right, so let's get on with the meditation. So as I do with most meditations, I will start off just bringing our awareness to our breath. We'll do a very quick 7-point posture check to ensure that our posture is in a good position, because that's another thing, and you want to be comfortable. That will help your meditation practice. And then we will get into doing meditation. Okay, so as I've said in previous videos, you can either have your eyes closed if you like, or you can have them open, which is my recommendation. And if you have them open, they're slightly open, they're not fully open, they're kind of slightly open, and you're just looking at a point that's about 45 degrees in front of you on the floor. You want to be seated in a chair or somewhere where you're comfortable. And yeah, okay, let's go. So just closing your eyes down, closing them together. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Just beginning to watch your breath as it comes in and out of your body. And with each breath in, you're taking it deeper into your body. You're trying to breathe right down into the bottom part of your diaphragm, making that your belly and abdomen area move and rise first before the chest. So taking it deeper into the body and also slowing it down. We're trying to see if you can just slow the breath down, make it longer. And on the out breaths, we're just relaxing our body, releasing any tension, any stress or worries that we've got at the moment. Just allowing them just to fall away, even if it's just for these few minutes that we're meditating, just for this short time. And now that we've brought our awareness to our breath and slowed it down, we're now going to bring our attention to our posture. So just starting with your feet and legs. Your feet are flat on the floor, your legs are uncrossed. And as you breathe in, you're just bringing your attention to that. And as you breathe out, you're relaxing and releasing any tension or stress that you've noticed in your legs and feet. And as you breathe in, bringing your attention to your back and spine. That's nice and upright and straight, not stiff. And again, on the out breath, just releasing any tension, any tightness. On the next breath in, bringing your attention to your shoulders, allowing them to fall away from your ears and allowing them to just open back a little bit. So you're opening up that chest and heart area. And again, any tension, any tightness, just releasing it on the out breath. On the next breath in, bringing your attention to your arms and your hands. The hands are cupped one inside the other, or they can be placed palm up or palm down on your legs. Again, on the out breath, just releasing any tension and allowing those that area of your body to relax fully. On your next breath in, bringing attention to your head and your neck, visualizing the cord coming from the crown of your head, pulling you up, and on the out breath, releasing any tension and any tightness, allowing that area to relax as fully as possible. On your next breath in, bringing your attention to your chin and your jaw area, so your chin is slightly tucked towards your chest. Your jaw is relaxed, your mouth is slightly open, and your tongue is just resting on the roof of your mouth or on the back of your top teeth. And again, releasing any tension or allowing that area to fully relax on the out breath. And your next breath in, bringing your attention to your eyes. As I said earlier, they can be fully closed or they can be slightly open, looking at a point on the ground about 45 degrees in front of you. And so while we have our attention on our body, just want you to begin to contemplate the body and how nothing in the body is permanent. Everything is always shifting and changing. Your breath is moving in and out of your body. Your heart is beating. Blood is pumping around the body. As you breathe, the oxygen comes in and oxygenates the breath. All of the different functions of your body are happening. Cells are dying. New cells are reforming. Hair is growing. Nails are growing. All of these different parts of the body are in an impermanent state. They're always shifting and changing. Now I want to take your attention to the room around you, to your surroundings, thinking about the impermanence of the things that are in your room. So you might be sitting on a chair, and perhaps a lounge, and you know these things are wearing away with each day that goes by. You're not going to have these things forever. At some point, they're going to be worn away enough that you want to replace them. Everything is shifting and changing. The paint on your walls is fading. At some point, you'll probably paint the walls. Or perhaps if you live in a rented house, the landlord will paint the walls. Left to its own devices, if you were just to leave the house as it was and not do any maintenance or repairs on it, at some point it will crumble and start to fall down. So everything is shifting and changing. And so now just taking your awareness outside of the room that you're in, outside of the house or the apartment that you're living in, and thinking about the outside area around your house or your apartment. Thinking about the natural surroundings, so the trees and farms. As I already said earlier, the trees are always shifting and changing. New leaves are forming, old leaves are forming. Perhaps if they're not fully grown, they're growing, getting bigger and bigger. The same with all of the plants. Your grass grows, you mow it, it grows again. All of these things are shifting and changing. Nothing is permanent. And then expanding that out even further to the greater world around us. So the rocks and the mountains shifting and changing, eroding away. Trees fall down, new ones grow. Animals are born and grow and die. The atmosphere around us changes. Even things as simple as our earth is turning. So even through the day, the sun changes and moves, or it appears to as the earth turns around. You have the early morning, mid-morning, and then midday, mid-afternoon. So the light is changing as we do this. And it becomes nighttime. Everything is shifting and changing. Nothing is permanent. And then extending that awareness even further out into the stars, into space. And so there, nothing is permanent. It's shifting and changing. Stars are born, stars die. Everything is shifting and changing. Even the earth and our solar system is moving through our universe, shifting and changing all the time. Nothing is permanent. So I'm just going to leave some space now for you to contemplate that, thinking about all the things that shift and change, all of the impermanence in our life. And so too, any problems, any stresses, any challenges that we have, they shift and change too. Nothing is permanent. Comes and goes. As you're contemplating this impermanence of life, see if at the same time you can also maintain your focus and awareness on the breath as it comes in and out of the body. Remembering that if at some point you notice that your mind has wandered away and you're thinking about other things, that's what you have to do after meditation. Just gently bring your awareness back to your breath, back to the idea of impermanence. And so, in keeping with the idea of impermanence, this meditation is also now going to come to an end. Before I bring it to an end, the idea of impermanence, while we've been meditating, babies have been born, people have died, the world around us has moved and shifted and changed. Everything is in a state of flux and movement. Nothing is permanent. And just bringing your awareness back to the body, feeling your body where it is, sitting on the chair, wall, becoming aware of the surroundings around you, where you're placed within those surroundings. You might like to wriggle your fingers or your toes, move your body in some way, just allowing those movements to bring you fully back into your body. And you can have your eyes closed, you can open them. If they're slightly open and looking down, you can look up at the screen. So I hope you like this meditation. As I said, making meditation a healthy habit is a really good thing to do. It helps with managing the stresses and challenges that come up in your life. If you have meditation as a healthy habit, something that you're doing every day, or most days, then when those stressful situations or those challenging situations come up, you're better able to deal with them. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. And if you do like it, then hit the like button, whether that's on Facebook or YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, please share it. Meditation, it would be really nice. And hopefully I'll see you again next week. Maybe for more.